Good morning, good morning. Okay, yes, we are going, so that's perfect. How's everybody doing today? It is Monday. I think it's the 11th, September. Oh my gosh, September 11th. It is 9/11 today. So what are we talking about, you guys? You saw the title. So it's Monday, fresh start to the week. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the rest of the year holds. I'll say it like that. This weekend was very eventful. Made some contacts. If you saw my last video, sorry about I had it going this way, but I found a new venue. If you have a small business here in Vegas, you know that usually starts in the spring, but all year round. But spring, summertime is really a great time. But quarter four, meaning the last 3 or 4 months of the year, if you're like a reseller, flipper, you sell on eBay, Amazon, all these different online. Um, Sorry, I'm looking. I'm checking my surroundings as I give you guys this video. Um, it's gonna be amazing. I will say the years prior have been really amazing. Um, I'm gonna keep it 100 because I see a lot of videos and people kind of sugarcoat stuff. The economy's slowing. I don't care how you um, try to justify, or not even justify, try to give excuses, quote unquote, but things are slowing down, from shipping to people's buying habits to, let's see, your food's going up, your gas is going up, your insurances are going up. Some places can't get insurance, and what I mean by that, a lot of states, the channels that I watch on YouTube are not like fluffy channels. A lot of them are financial, dealing with finances, housing, entrepreneurship, and I just like to have a full, how can I say, I don't like to just focus on one thing. So like if I was really into stocks, just stick to stock channels. I want to be well-rounded. That's the word I was looking for. Those are the words I was looking for. Well-rounded, and just take in as much information that I can. So as a flipper, you guys know I like to do pop-up sales. I like to do a little bit of everything. Plus on top of that, hold a job down. Sometimes not hold a job down and just flip and, you know, do what I do. But things are definitely slowing down. I like to be honest, and I like to kind of put the truth out there, but sometimes many years ago I saw what was coming down the road, and after 2008 hit, I really started doing a lot of research, and I just been preparing myself ever since 2008. Let me give you a quick background, you guys. So my background in 2008, I think I just left, oh God, who was I with? I was with Albertsons. So I have had many decades in the grocery industry. So I left Albertsons to be a manager at Fresh and Easy, and then slowly but surely we started to see the slowdown. No one really recognized it, but hindsight, looking back now, you think to yourself like, wow. And I'm thinking back to 2008 and seeing it all over again right now in today's date, 2023. But I think we're going to get hit a lot worse because there's so many different bubbles. There's the housing bubble. There's what people are getting their cars repoed. More small businesses are cutting hours. It's just so many things that are going on right now. War, rumors of war. It's just so many things that look similar to 2008, or 2005, 6, 7, leading up to kind of 2008, the housing crash. It's just really I don't want to say scary, and I don't want to say interesting, but I guess it's both scary and interesting at the same time. And if you have eyes, what do they say? If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, and you're paying attention, some people have their head buried in the sand. So let me circle back around, because you guys know I'm good for rambling. Welcome to Las Vegas gambling. So I just see a complete slowdown, and I'm taking every opportunity in. And what I mean by that, anything that comes my way, if I have to work 2 jobs, I will. Plus, I will do pop-up shows, venues, anything that comes to town. This time, I really want to be engaged in the community with small businesses and do a lot of these venues that they have out here where the smaller business can pop up at their venue. Here in Vegas, they have a lot of craft shows and shows where they kind of pair with a casino, because we have a lot of them. We have the major casinos that are on the strip, and then we also have what we call station casinos, which are kind of strategically placed throughout Vegas in the neighborhood areas. So like, I used to, big shout out to East Side Vegas. So if you lived on the East Side, you know where Boulder Station is, right off of Boulder Highway. I think there's an Arizona Charlie's on Boulder Highway. Then there's a Sam's Town. Those three casinos do a lot of craft shows. Basically, if you don't know what like a pop-up is, if you're new to my channel, or you just don't know, it's like basically a show where you can come in as a small business. The structure for some of these are all different. Some you need a business license, some you don't. Some you just need product. Some are expensive. Some are very reasonably priced. If you're just getting started, you have a bunch of product, or there's garage sale, a lot of antique shows also. Garage sale shows, I love those. Big shout out to Silverton Hotel and Casino. You need to bring back the antique garage. I used to do so well. I got to meet a lot of great people, a lot of great vendors, a lot of great customers. I got to create that rapport with the customer, and I had repeat customers, even though it was only, I think they used to do it twice a year. It was amazing. I would give my card out, and then they would call me later, or I would contact them and say, hey, I got more of this product in, and then I could keep maintaining that rapport with them and would make money. Yeah, so back to that. So I'm just taking every opportunity. So within, you know, in my opinion, I always say my opinion because it's my opinion, I'm allowed to have it. I see the slowdown. I see a slowdown. And I said it last year. I said to a couple of my close friends that I felt that last year, which was 2022, was going to be the last hoorah for, you know, resellers. And that was just my opinion, just from, you know, information that I had gathered. That I saw my sales go up, down. They were just all over the place. I was seeing what was selling, what was not selling. I think this year's a little different because now I think we're going into a recession. Actually, I don't think we're going into a recession. I think we are in a recession. Too many people I know, especially in the industry that I just left, which is grocery business, too many people that I know are living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't want to say how, I would just say basically in the grocery industry right now, comfortably, people are making $20 an hour. And back, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, maybe that was good for some, you know, everybody's on a different scale. Everybody has different needs or whatnot. But now in 2023, I don't see that being well, because right now they're cutting a lot of hours. I just left somewhere. It's probably not even 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was speaking to somebody, a businessman, and basically we were talking a little bit about business and structure and people's work ethic. And then, you know, just how people don't want to work anymore. And it's disheartening because people are cutting hours. So if you've been at a company for maybe 10 or 15 years, depending what company or industry that you work in, they're cutting hours. They're cutting hours in half. And so how can you maintain your, you know, the way you live, maintain your household, your family, if they're cutting your hours in half? So in this video, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, but I want you guys to get all my thoughts. It's kind of interesting if you have, say you've been at a job for 10 years, a decade, and you know, you've been there, you're doing your thing, and you get 40 hours. So you're considered quote unquote full time. And then they come by and they cut your hours, but you're still locked in at that job, meaning that's your main resource, that's your main, you know, that's what you know, you're not going anywhere, you've been there for 10 years. But if they cut your hours in half, you can't maintain your lifestyle. So you think to yourself, okay, well, I'll go out and get another job. Now, how many jobs now before 2020, you know, jobs were hiring big time. They were paying big prices or big pay because they couldn't get people to work. It's kind of still like that now, but it's kind of funny because I saw somebody do not an interview, a podcast, and they were talking about how it was people were working, then 2020 came, it went down. Then when they wanted people to come back, people didn't want to come back, but then they had to start paying people more to come back. And now it's kind of like at a stalemate, meaning a lot of companies are laying off, and then a lot of companies are cutting hours. So it's just really weird, and it's interesting to watch everything go down, up. It's just all over the place. But then there's that word adapt. You got to be able to adapt. Anyway, so I easily get sidetracked. You guys know that if you've been with me for a while. But with that being said, let me try to stay on track. Just with everything that's going on, I'm willing to bust my butt for the next 3 to 4 months. And what I mean bust my butt, I'm willing to get 2 jobs, do pop-ups, hustle on the side, do what I need to do. And then when I told this to someone, I said, I'll bust my butt for it. So it's September, I would say mid-September, but October, November, December. So we'll say for the next 3.5 months, I'll bust my butt and work really, really hard. And then in the beginning of the year, maybe take 3 months off or something like that, because I'll have money accumulated. But I'm also getting ready for all the opportunities that are coming. So a lot of people say, oh, recession. Yeah, the recession, I think we're in it. And I think we got a ways to go, and it's going to get worse for people, a lot of people. I think a lot of more people are going to lose their homes, and I'm not saying that to scare anybody, or I'm just stating facts. And what am I basing that on? I'm basing that on that if you have a house and obviously you're paying your mortgage because you're working, if they cut your time in half, how are you paying your mortgage? And I'm not going to debate and go back and forth with people. Well, I have a significant other, that's fine, but I'm being realistic. What happens if they were to lose their job or get their hours cut? How would you be able to maintain? A lot of people right now are behind. And please do your due diligence. Don't take what I'm saying for the truth. Do your due diligence. Google's your best friend. Go ahead and Google some of the numbers. I love numbers. I love reading charts and seeing and just being on the ground, you guys. There's charts. There's people commentating on what's going on. They're supposed to be so-called experts, but you know who the best expert is? It's you, boots on the ground. At one point in my life when I was really going hard, selling stuff online, so I obviously needed product, and I would go around to a lot of stores, and a lot of stores were going out of business and doing liquidations and whatnot, and I was buying the product. I was the boots on the ground. Someone could tell me, oh, Kmart's for example, Kmart's doing amazing. Is it? Because I just went to the 5 Kmart's that I love to go to, and each one of them look desolate. Nobody's buying anything. The store looks cluttered. The employees are disgruntled. They're telling me what's going on into the store, and there's sales everywhere. There's clearance everywhere. There's product that I saw 6 months ago still in the store, and the seasons have changed maybe once or twice. You get what I'm saying? So stuff like that. You are the boots on the ground. You can kind of see what's going on. If you're working, if you work with a team of 15 people and 10 of them say they're living paycheck to paycheck and they're getting paid the same as you, well, that's your wake-up call that people are living paycheck to paycheck. What has changed? Did they take on new debt? These are things I'm thinking about. Did they take on new debt? No. Okay, did their gas bill go up? Yes. Did their insurance go up? Yes. Did their car insurance go up? Their mortgage? All these things play a bit. Did food go up? Just all these things went up, and especially if you have children, small children, it's going to get rough out there. So I think I rambled enough, but I just wanted to check in with you guys on this fine Monday. There's going to be a lot of opportunity coming up, and I just want to be prepared for it, meaning I want to have all my ducks in a row. I'll just say it like that, all my ducks in a row, to where I can live comfortably and enjoy myself. I mean, some people say one channel I really enjoy, he actually has 2 channels. He talks about the economy, then he branched out and has a real estate channel, and he basically was saying that people are going to lose houses, and then people say that's messed up for you to go buy their house. Well, you know what? If I don't buy it, somebody else is going to buy the house or property, strip mall, building, whatever the case may be. So why not you? Why not me? Why not let me go ahead and I don't want to say profit, that's not the word I'm looking for, but why can't I not engaged. There's a word I'm looking for, but my mind's gone, and I'm sitting in this heat waiting for this building to open up. But there's an opportunity there to where I can build generational wealth and teach my son, hey, you know what? You work, you like working. He likes working with his hands, but I'm like, how about you have somebody else work for you? You be the business instead of being the worker. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of opportunity business wise. I will say this: Vegas, being here for I think about 17 years, maybe 18 years. You guys, there's a lot of opportunity. It might not look like it. You don't know what you're looking for, but I'm seeing a lot of like commercial real estate, you guys. So I saw another channel. I'll just tell you this quick story. Another channel that I kind of frequently, she kind of bared her soul a couple days ago. She came from the eBay community, then left the eBay community, went to kind of YouTube, but she was still selling online. And then she opened up a business, a brick and mortar. And then she kind of opened up her soul about how all the different issues she was having and how she just kind of got duped. And I thought to myself, as she was telling her story, basically about triple net. So that's when you look it up, but I don't want to go into big detail because I don't know everything, but she kind of broke it down. And then after I watched the video, I went to do more research on it, and it was basically talking about how she was underpaying for her building, and then they hit her with a very large $40,000 bill that she owed. And then if she broke, of course, you know, if you break a lease, you know, people think apartment, I break my lease. Well, this is a business, so if she broke her lease, she would get hit with all this, you know, stuff. And I was just thinking to myself, all I could think about is, you know, me doing all my research just for the last year or so, this year, how commercial real estate is really at a standstill. Big shout out to California. That's my hometown. I'm southern, not so much northern. I think all of California is having an issue, but especially with these theft rings, all these places are closing down, and a lot of debt is, if you didn't know, a lot of debt in the United States commercially is coming due. It's due now, and it's kind of trickling. And I think, don't quote me on this, they said it's supposed to hit its height at the end of the year, meaning the height that debt's due. Hey, you owe $2 million, you owe $3 million. Now, if, say for example, if you had you own a mall. Now we know the mall runs on these anchor stores. The anchor stores are the big stores. We're talking about the Macy's, the JCPenney, the big department stores, quote unquote, that are in the store, and they're usually at the end of the mall, and then the little stores are all inside, and then they drive the traffic, and then people branch out and shop at the smaller businesses. Some of these malls are failing right now. I think that I know of, there's a few of them are in California. There's maybe 2 or 3 malls. Westfield comes to mind, that went bankrupt. That means they basically handed the mall back to the bank. With that being said, what an amazing opportunity. You say, Aisha, what an amazing opportunity. Well, you know, what are they going to do with the mall? The bank really doesn't want that mall. I mean, I'm sure some of these are $billion malls, you know, the property, the structure, the land. They don't want it back on their books because, you know, they want the income coming in. So with that being said, I mean, even if it was a small mall, I'm always talking to a few of my friends about strip malls. I won't go into that. I was about to tell my business, but strip malls, you can easily, instead of buying right now, people are rushing to buy homes, you know, these overpriced homes, in my opinion, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 homes. Wouldn't it be amazing to buy a strip mall with, I don't know, 10 different structures on there? Maybe they're, because they're not a mall, they're smaller, so maybe your capacity is at 90%, 80%, 70%. That's generating money for you that's coming in. I was going to go into triple net and how they can pay all the insurance and all that, but I won't go into that because I'm almost at the 20-minute mark, and I'm sure you guys, you know, it's not my regular video. I noticed when I got off the Walmart hauls and the clearance deals, you know, people kind of lost interest, but when I come back to YouTube, I mean, like really come back very hard, you guys are going to really be amazed and you're going to hear about me. Because this has been not going on, but this is something in the making for a long time now. I would definitely say since 2008. So you'll hear about me later in a couple years. I'm just saying, you'll really hear about me. But with that being said, I think I'm sweated out, and I think this place is about to open, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of some more business. Everybody have an amazing day. Just remember, yeah, things are going up in price. People are living paycheck to paycheck. But if you plan now and work hard, meaning, and I always say hustle, flip, start a small business. You kind of know the structure that I'm kind of talking about. Of course, you don't want to stay stagnant, and I don't want to be flipping. For example, I don't know, like, I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Just for example, I don't want to flip pens for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to progress. So if you've been like one of my day ones, I started with the coupon community, but I'm no longer couponing. I've like kind of went in different directions. But yeah, adapt, you guys. Adapt and look for these opportunities, you guys. There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming up really soon. And something that you think that might be not an opportunity, or oh my god, they're shutting the country down again, or they start limiting the public, just look at it as an opportunity. And I'll leave you guys with this word: reverse engineer it just real quick, you guys. So if they were to close everything down again, would skyrocket online. So you want an online presence. And I'll leave you guys with that. All right, you guys, bye. Have an amazing day. The sun is out here in Vegas. Oh my gosh. Have a great day. Bye.